You're gonna love this. I'm loading up my sprayer here with water out of there because I got some hay that I need to spray. And I noticed, boy, this draw bar is awful low to the ground, right? And that looks like that, like there's something missing. Because there is something missing. The lower, the rear drawbar support, which they're calling the front drawbar support, which I don't know why they call it the front one. It's the rear of the tractor. Anyway, it's gone. Bolts are missing. They're snapped off. They loosened up on this side, snapped off on the other side, and there you go. So I made a phone call real quick to Wangers of Myerstown. You know, Wangers of Myerstown, in which they actually have those drawbar supports, but they don't save the bolts for some reason. So I asked them, like, well, what size are they? He said, oh, they're 16 by 90. I'm like, yeah, 16 by 90. Sounds good to me. I got a couple places I gotta go as well. I gotta, you know, while I'm out there, so I'm gonna go to Wangers of Myerstown, which is out near Lebanon, Pennsylvania. It's in Richland, Pennsylvania. I've been there many times, not too much this year, but that's where it's not. It's out at Myerstown, Pennsylvania. The sprayer, Binklinhurst or Agritier, is at Richland, so we're going to go to Richland as well, because I got to buy some L brackets for my sprayer because I'm out of them. And what else do I need? I don't need any other. It's just a hardware kind of thing. And yeah, so I'm gonna grab up my wife and see if she's gonna go. If she doesn't want to go, then she doesn't have to, but if she does, then we're just gonna jump in the car and go, because the car is cheaper to run than this truck. The truck only gets like 12 miles to the gallon, and you know, well, it gets more, but all the short runs and stuff, it's 12 miles to the gallon. So anyways, there you go. That's the whole ball of wax. The whole ball of wax. And I'll meet you out there at Myerstown. Okay, we got our parts, right? Where are they?
In my foot.
They're down there. See them?
God dang.
Fat finger. So we're going to take a quick ride around the parking lot. Just a quick ride around the parking lot because I just like to see equipment, right, Mom?
Yeah, it's not like we're going to buy. Can't afford anything right now.
We're pretty piss poor and broke right now. But I do want to take a look at one thing. And before they close that gate, and they will close that gate.
And you will be stuck here.
I won't be stuck. I'll get out. It's just they're not going to be happy that I'm here. This is what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at beware of uneven ground. Oh, this is what I want to see.
Which one?
Right there. It's a New Holland. Check this out.
New Holland.
Come on, get out, both of you. So you got to see this. All right. This is not a New Holland. I think this is just a flail mower. It is. These are the Chandler spreaders. I actually would like to have another one of these. This is a great idea right here. But this is what I'm here to look at. Oh my goodness. I haven't seen one of these things up close and in person for a long time. That's a wire one. So what they did was they put a thing there to keep the chaff from hitting them. What do you think of this? Huh?
Idiot block maker.
Yeah, self-propelled idiot block builder. Yeah. They're hard to come by. They stopped making them a long time ago now. But you know what? Ooh. Okay. All right, so these are your controls. And you just sit up here and steer away. 3 speeds. What do you think, Mom? You want to buy this thing?
No, thank you.
What? They made... Hey, don't do that. Other way. They made these things with a cab and air conditioning as well. Did you know that, Mom?
No.
Yeah. But this is actually a hydroformatic model. Got hydraulic. It's pretty cool. If I was ever going to go back into idiot blocks, this is what I would buy. Only with a cab. And I don't see them with a cab, but this is kind of a treat, you know. Oh my goodness. So this one does not have, this one doesn't even have the bail chute, but it does. It's got a hitch to her. It's got variable speed, a little, probably a Ford engine, yep. Little 240 cubic inch Ford gasoline. Powered by Ford, baby. That's how it goes. So if you want to speed up and slow down, you got yourself this rather large variable clutch system there, which runs the drive, which I think is pretty cool. But honestly, what is it? Oh yeah. Honestly, I don't think this machine has had too many bales through it. Well, maybe it has. I don't know though. I love these things.
Actually not bad.
No, the problem with it is you're sitting out in the open, right?
Yeah.
But these things, they punch bales out.
Yeah.
They really do. Oh, it sounds like he's got flat spots on his wheels. Nice flywheel here. It's got a flywheel brake on it. I think no, that's just the shield. They waxed it, and that's why it's all white, because they tried to make it look better than what it is. But yeah, if you had one of these, when they were new, you were top of the heap. You really were. But this is actually not that really not that old. It's a Spurry, so it's probably made in the 70s, in the 1970s. It does look like the old 315 that we had to a point. Yeah. Oh yeah, and of course it's a wire tie. So it's a wire baler, which nobody wants wire anymore. But
Yeah, how do you take it off? It's gonna be a pain in the ass.
yeah, you just cut it.
Or a tire cutter.
Wire cutters, yeah, you just cut them. Looks like they stood over top of that knotter quite a bit because of the way that is worn, and I hit my head like a dumbass, like I never did that before. To be honest with you, I've never actually been this close to a wire tie baler, if that sounds stupid to anybody, but I never really cared to bother with them. But you can change those knotters. You can put, I believe you can put a regular twine tie on there if you're good enough. But let's see what year this thing was made, because I'm pretty sure this is probably an original tire. They are BF Goodrich's, and there should be a 3-letter code. It's 897. So, God, that's, I don't know if I don't remember that one. It's a 3-letter code, so you got a D897, so that was probably 77. More than likely 77. 8th month, 9th week of 77.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 8th month, 9th week of 77. So that's about the year that it is. If you don't know how to read tires, I'm pretty sure that's how this one is, how they go. This one here is another BF Goodrich, and it's gonna should have that same tire stamp, but it's gonna be a different. It's probably on the inside on this one. I don't see it, but yeah, probably 77. Which you might even be able to get that off of the engine code too. What does that say? The 249. You can tell that was when they actually took care of their engine blocks and they painted them. But that's cool. You ready to go, Ma? We gotta go. Come on, Will. Yeah, make sure you put it all back the way it was so the next guy doesn't get it. And these litter spreaders, look at the width on this one compared to ours.
Wow.
Yeah, you can spread some shit with that thing. This is actually a pretty decent one. Mine's hydraulic, but this one here is obviously not. It is a belt drive. It's got a nice wide thing to it. And that's a pintle hook, and you can get the regular one there too. I like that. Gainesville, Georgia. I've been to this company where they are, and they build them very similar to what this is. All right, let's go, Will. It is. It's a baler. It's a baler. It's an all-in-one self-propelled baler. Now there is a company called Freeman. Freeman builds one of those things still today, brand new. You can buy it. New Holland bailed out of that. No pun intended. But New Holland bailed out of that business a while back. Come on, dude.
In this yard.
You're gonna close the gate. I like wangers, wengers, or whoever, however you want to pronounce it. But they're not the cheapest place on earth, but they are reliable, and they usually do have the parts that we're looking for. And today was no exception.
Yep.
Actually had what we needed.
Yep.
With the exception of one thing. The bolts. 16 by 90. 16 by 90. 10.9 bolts. We need one of these for the driveway.
Which one?
That green one right there.
Oh.
That scraper right there. You can fill in ditches with those too. So it does, it just rips up the driveway, and then now you can get just about anything you want here.
No.
From Ford tractors to Kubota tractors to little Cullipackers, and oh, I just turned on the windshield wipers. Case tractors, little Bobcats, Massey Fergusons. If you like Massey Fergusons, they're there. And what is that thing? A 6-wheeled snowplow. Check that thing out, huh?
Little tiny, cute little baby thing.
We could use that in the Philippines, no?
For what? We have no snow. This is so
all right, so
heartbreaking.
this is why the camera's still running. If you look at this corn here, and I'm going to try and get you to see the corn, it is bad. It's bad.
Okay, so.
Alrighty then. Okay, so today, let's try to be upbeat about this thing, because we did avert a major catastrophe. I think I said this already in the video, and I know I did, but that's what I've got right there. I went over and I grabbed a pair of vice grips to remove the 2 studs that are left over inside there where they snapped off.
Oh my God.
Don't have to worry about those 2 studs, because they weren't studs, they were bolts. And I just unwound them with my fingers, which is a good thing, because that means wholeheartedly I didn't screw up any of the threads. So we went to Wangers, and Wangers don't carry hardware. They don't carry bolts, which kind of blows my mind. I mean, I know why they won't reuse bolts or won't save fasteners and things like that, because it then becomes a liability. That, oh, by the way, I bought this from Wangers, whatever the hell you want to call them. And I bought this from Wangers, and for some reason, I did all this with Wangers, and the bolts didn't hold up that I got from them. So they put that liability on somebody else, which is fine by me. I don't really care. Well, this is how this goes on. Like so. I even got the pins. Now these are from a 7800 for a 7810. So the 7800 and 7810 are the early years are the same. There's a serial number break. I don't think there's any different. But these pins came from a 7410. They're hard. So they sold those. This was just dismantled in February of 24. The 7410 was dismantled in 2015. So these pins have been sitting on a shelf over there for nearly 10 years.
Wow.
Yep. So anyway, let's see if we get our trusty dusty railroad jack here. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get my my regular jack under it, so I just didn't even bother. And the crazy thing is, I cannot believe that this thing, I can't believe this thing didn't just snap it off. I really can't. I thought it would have snapped it clean off. The drawbar, that is, because if not the drawbar, just the drawbar mount. Now, I don't know when I lost that, but it was sometime sometime during the last load, I did notice that it wasn't dragging, but the beans were getting laid over pretty hard, and I thought, man, that's awful low for them. Why in the heck is that happening? You know. So, anyways, as I was filling the sprayer, because this has got water in it right now, I got to go spray hay with Clarity. But I was filling up, I'm like, man, why is that getting lower? What the heck is going on here? And sure enough, it just revealed itself that it was, you know, nowhere near where it should have been. But this is a nice thing, believe it or not. It's actually centered already.
Jesus.
Okay, now I know what I got here.
Oh.
I'm gonna push that hard up against that.
Oh.
Like that. And that's it. Alright. Let the joyous thing begin. Ready? Now I know that the bolts fell out of the one side. One bolt probably fell out, the other one probably pulled the threads out. So we don't really know what we've got here just yet. I don't like being under this.
I wouldn't like that either, but careful, Daddy. Jesus.
Yeah, you only die once, right?
Impact gun?
Huh?
Impact gun?
Yes. I don't need that. So easy. I've got them on. Shit, how did I do that?
Oh. How did you do it?
Sometimes I'm mentally retarded, you know. Sometimes. Probably an easier way of doing this. Anyway. Now if that jack kicks out.
Don't say bad words, please.
Well, today I'm feeling a little beat up in life. We missed a really important rain the other day. Really important rain the other day.
William, don't, William, no.
Yes.
You're gonna get your ass in trouble one of these days.
Where's that gun? Is he?
Yeah.
I'll be back. I'm going to get my bike.
You can't believe how easy that was. Yep. I'm gonna have to go get a breaker bar or something. Actually, I have a torque wrench. I have a torque wrench, and I can look up the torque spec on that. Those two pins that I had in there, there should be two pins, and there should be two,
Here.
yeah. Yeah, but I need the pins for these pins. Thank you. Can you believe how easy that was? I mean...
It's because your wife is here, that's why.
You know...
You make it things easy when I'm here, right?
I'd have to say, there are two types of women in a man's life.
Yeah.
The type that make their lives wonderful, and the type that cause them major ass aches. You are the type that makes my life wonderful. You really are.
Mm-hmm.
I had the type that made your life a living hell. You believe me? Or do you not believe me?
I could go both ways.
You could? I think any woman could. I'm trying to figure out what this thing is. I suppose this guy is.
Yeah, what is that?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Oh, I got an idea. I know what it is. No, it's not there. I have no idea what this is.
And that looks like it's new. It just
It
came
is.
off.
Well, what's it from is what I want to know.
Yeah, right?
Well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to run this again real quick. Nah, I got to go get. We'll take down the jack because we're good now. It's a pin, obviously.
It looks like it's snapped.
It did. It snapped. I don't know what it's off of. That concerns me.
It is concerning.
But did it come off of this or did it come off of something else?
Oh, that's $1 million question now, isn't it?
It is the $400,000 question. So what I'll do is I'll take that jack down, and then I'm gonna go get we'll go get a breaker, or I'm gonna look up the torque spec for it. I got a torque wrench in there, and we're gonna torque it.
Okay.
But you want to bet that this thing has been doing this. That thing had been dropping for a while. You know, the other day, and I gotta say this, not this load, but a couple of loads ago, I noticed this thing wanted to bounce like a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is this thing bouncing so much?
Don't forget the wood.
Oh, and I think I've found my answer. So if you're ever spraying with one of these pool type sprayers and you can't keep a cotter pin in there, take a welding rod, stick it through the hole so it extends about that
Welding
far.
rod.
A welding rod. Stick it through the hole so that it extends about that far out the other side, and then wrap it around like a coil spring up the top.
So you made that.
If you look at it, if that thing bounces, it'll hit this coily spring and keep it right down. I have never lost a pin.
That's cool.
Doing that.
Good
and
tricks.
If you get caught up in soybeans or corn stalks or whatever like that, it's no big deal. All right, let's go get a torque wrench. Yeah.
I hear it crunch, crunch.
Oh yeah. We don't have to really worry. Oh, not even close. It doesn't even move. Yep. It's definitely over torqued, which is fine because of where it's at. It'll be fine. So it's over torqued. I was worried about under torque because then they'll loosen. Now that's the end of it. So that's fixed. Now I can do what I started out doing before 8 o'clock this morning. And it is now what time?
5.
10 minutes after 5. We got some, looks like we're getting some positive on the rain side. If you look at this, anything above that red line is pretty much guaranteed. But if it's not above that green line, it ain't gonna matter because it won't rain. That's just chances of showers at that point. And the corn's starting to curl, the beans are starting to wilt. This is 3 years in a row of this asinine weather pattern.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, and we're at this critical phase now. We're got to pollinate. Got to, you know. Yeah, it's gonna put us under. I'll tell you, it's gonna put us under. I can't handle 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
2 years is one thing, but 3 years is
No.
3 years will put.
We're
you under.
done. I'm 3 years. We're done.
We're done. We'd be done.
Yep.
I've never seen 3 years in a row.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, you haven't been farming as long as me.
No.
But I've never seen 3 years in a row. Never. And it's quite concerning because what do you do? Yeah, what do you do? You got to figure it out.
Why do we have shatter cane here? We never have shatter cane here.
That is shatter cane.
That's a shatter cane over there. And I see another one over there behind us.
I don't know where it came from. Oh, I do see one.
Yeah, there's one over there. I just saw it.
We got to spray this. Is there anything in there?
I don't know what that is in there. I don't even know what that is.
This is glyphosate glufosinate mixture. This is how you get rid of it.
That's how you kill it?
You hungry?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't like that stuff.
Badass shatter cane. Look it.
little bit on the too late side to actually kill it. I'm gonna have to, yeah, because that'll put up a bunch of seeds. I'm gonna have to get those.